and welcome to Youth Talk on Twilight, a place where we discuss issues pertaining to the youth and development. If you're a first-time viewer, welcome to the show. If you're a repeated viewer, thank you so much for keeping it up with us here on Twilight. As it has been the tradition, you're with me, Sam Majamanda. Without much ado, let me introduce the subject of today's edition.
I'm very worried with the manner in which duty bearers in Palombe district are behaving.
We trust them to save us as public servants, but now they seem to have become untouchable.
Right holders who are citizens, they are entitled to hold duty bearers accountable.
Now, if you are a repeated viewer of this show, you will remember that this show talks about issues pertaining to the youth and development with regards to what the youth are doing, what the youth are getting into in order to ensure that they're taking part in development. Now, in the past show, we looked at how young people in Palombe district are working towards ensuring that duty bearers are being transparent and accountable in the dispensation of their duties. Now, transparency and accountability are some of the things that were critically discussed in the past edition, but you might agree with me that these two things cannot be achieved if there is no contact between duty bearers and the citizenry. That's the central point of the discussion in this edition. Take a look at this.
It's very painful to us because we took time and energy to carry out a scorecard and come up with results which we wanted to discuss with them. And most importantly, we have used resources to organize this meeting in which we expected the duty bearers to meet us. Now that they have failed to show up without any apology, we feel like they are mocking us and all the efforts we are putting to take part in development. We trust them to save us as public servants, but now they seem to have become untouchable. They are working in those positions because of the tax we pay. So are we not justified to ask them questions or discuss with them whenever we find it necessary? This is not supposed to be happening. The duty bearers are supposed to collaborate with us young people who want to take part in development.
Ngati mozi mwa adindo ndiliokhuzika kwambiri chifukwa ifeyo achinyamata pamene tinali ndi chikonzero.
As one of the young people in the district, I'm very worried with the manner in which duty bearers in Palombe district are behaving. When we called them to this interface meeting, the aim was to discuss with them various issues of concern as observed by our communities. This was not about policing each other or pointing fingers at each other, but perhaps helping each other to map a way forward, to find ways in which we can work together and solve the problems we are worried about. However, despite inviting them in time and indicating our innocent intentions, some of the key duty bearers that we needed did not show up. This would definitely affect the manner in which we planned to carry out our work as young people. To some extent, it feels as if we are not welcome to take part in development. Yet it is the same duty bearers that time and again call upon us to be responsible and take part in development. However, we still believe that as citizens, we are entitled to meet our duty bearers and discuss developmental issues with them. In today's meeting, we so much wanted to discuss with the duty bearers issues surrounding a water project that has stalled for a long time, the road construction from Migowi to Nambazo, and the removal of an ambulance from Nambazo Health Center, which was not explained to the community. These are very critical issues, and for the duty bearers not to show up, we feel like they are forgetting why they are here in Palombe district. Or perhaps there is something they are so eager to keep hidden.
Komano ngati akuzikayikira osamabwera m'mikomano zikuonesa kuti pali china chake chimene akuchiona kuti chalakwika.
From the worries raised by young people in the district, it shows that some duty bearers avoid making themselves available when the young people ask for them to discuss with them issues pertaining to development. Now, having heard from the young people's worries, one tends to wonder, are duty bearers really bound to appear before citizens to explain what's going on?
Right holders who are citizens, they are entitled to hold duty bearers accountable, and it is necessary that duty bearers, they should show their obligation, they should fulfill their obligation by explaining to the communities whatever they are doing, and it's the responsibility of the community to demand this accountability, to make sure that they know what is happening and that their wishes are fulfilled. It's very unfortunate that some of the duty bearers, especially in the district councils, they shun away from attending these interface meetings, but it is just important to at least to brief the citizens who are the right holders, whatever these people are doing. Especially, let's say we talk of CDF, which is Constituency Development Fund. It's the member of parliament who is supposed to address his constituency or her constituency. What is the role of this funding? Because it's the community who are supposed to share their views and ideas on even demand type of development projects they require, so that the MP should not just work from his own perspective, but should make sure that he is consulting the various committees at community level and even the members of the community. Let's say we have programs, development endeavors in different areas here in Palombe. It's just unfortunate that whenever some people even approach their MP, you find that the MP will say, I'm busy. Maybe I don't have the money, yet the money belongs to the people.
Now, young people might have been the first to outcry on this issue, but even development structures in the district have been raising similar concerns, with the recent example coming from the Area Development Committee in Nkumba.
What the young people are saying is very true. We as area development committees in the district are also facing the same challenge. Whenever you want to meet duty bearers, be it ones from the district council or elected duty bearers like councillors and members of parliament, we usually meet challenges. The aim of wanting to meet them is usually an attempt to seek clarifications on how some developments are being handled. In a democratic dispensation like Malawi, citizens are free to invite duty bearers to meetings of this nature where they can discuss development. But in Palombe, when you try to invite a duty bearer, it is always as if you're inviting them to a fight. But these meetings are not to the good of the people only. They are also to the benefit of the duty bearers themselves. I'll give you an example. Recently, we were lucky to have the district commissioner, the director of planning and development, and the member of parliament of this area in one place. I can tell you that the discussion that happened there was very fruitful. Even the member of parliament, who was very uncooperative when we invited her, also benefited a lot, because there were a lot of things that were discussed which she did not know about, and she learned about them from the same meeting. We ironed out our differences and suspicions, and we agreed to have a fresh start. This is what is supposed to be happening. I am calling upon all ADCs and all development structures in the district to keep on engaging duty bearers whenever need arise, because that is the only way we can develop Palombe.
Tiaitane adindo tikambirana nawo tione kuti mavuto amene tialisowa bwanji. Chifukwa kudzera kumphamvu kwanthu tili ndi udindo waukulu oti titha kuyitanizana kuona chitukuko kuchiyenda bwanji.
The district council confirms that duty bearers are bound to appear before taxpayers to explain what is going on.
No, the communities are justified to call for duty bearers to account or to give the feedback on whatever they are doing. It is that feedback that allows the council to properly engage with the communities. So the communities have to continue engaging with the council. The council has to account for whatever they are doing to the community. the council has to show that they are responsible at the face of the communities. The communities have to take the council to task on whatever programs or projects they are doing so that they better understand each other. So that task of taking the bearers, duty bearers to task has to continue, and we encourage the communities to take the duty bearers to task, whether they are NGOs, whether it's the staff from the council itself or the elected members. They need to account for whatever they're doing, because at the end of the day, the resources that we utilize are the taxpayers' money. They need to feel the fruits of their taxes. The consistent engagement that happens allows the improvement of service delivery, because as we continuously engage with our communities, we'll end up improving the service delivery to the extent that the service that we give should satisfy and delight the expectations of our communities. So this kind of engagement improves the participation. The community can ably participate in the activities where they understand why that activity has come into their community. So they can easily maybe guard against vandalism, or they may play a role in securing the items that are being brought to the community to carry out certain projects.
Well, on that note, we have concluded this edition of Youth Talk on Twilight, a place where we discuss the youth and development. We were discussing the behavior of duty bearers in Palombe district as it relates to the purported interest to let young people participate in development. We have done our part to show you what's happening. You will do your part to make the judgment. From all of us here, it's bye-bye until we meet in the next edition.